So this week we've begun a new topic for consideration, one of Bill Morgan's favorites, the 7 factors of awakening. He wanted to uplift our hearts after working with Sila in the form of precepts over these past few months. So these 7 qualities of mind, when cultivated alone and together, they set the stage for release from suffering. And the beauty is that none of them are unfamiliar to us. They're not foreign, they're not theoretical, they're not esoteric. We all have these qualities of heart mind, of the chitta in Pali, in all of us to some degree, and experience them every day. But generally, we don't notice them unless they're missing. So what are the 7? Let's review them. Mindfulness, in the Pali word is sati, remembering to remember, to stay in and kindly attend to the present moment. Investigation, Dhamma Vichaya. We investigate the nature of reality for ourselves, see what is happening in the present moment through felt experience. Energy, the 3rd one, virya, which is a certain kind of determination or effort that is being made. Joy or rapture, sometimes referred to as piti. This is uplift, bliss, contentment. The 5th one is tranquility or calm, passaddhi, calm. The 6th one, concentration, samadhi, which is the unifying, the bringing together of body, breath, heart, mind in one place at the same time. And finally, equanimity, upekkha, an acceptance of things just as they are, a sense of balance, of equal nearness, of not craving or aversion, of not pulling towards or pushing away. Now, the Buddha said that when these 7 wholesome qualities are cultivated, alone and together, and brought to fruition, ripened to their fullest, they free us. They awaken the heart and the mind, the chitta, from stress. Now, some of you have been with us for a while and likely recognize these qualities of mind. You've heard them before. And that's because the Buddha uses only a handful of essential qualities over and over again, but in different combinations and different strengths to yield different results and efforts and effects. So think driving. Driving, we engage many skills and many combinations of skills. They come together in order for us to get safely from one place to the other. And so it is with meditation. For example, the qualities of concentration and mindfulness are always operate together in order for us to attend to anything, or to see or feel or respond in any real accuracy. And so we find them paired together frequently in the suttas as well, in the teachings. Likewise, equanimity also appears in many lists, but here in particular, in the 7 factors of awakening, it implies its importance as a quality essential to our awakening. So it's not just a good idea, it's a necessary ingredient. Just as a baker would bake a cake using specific ingredients and amounts for a particular flavor, texture, moisture, etc., so it is with meditation. Different variables and combinations of variables yield different results. Now imagine this body, heart, mind is a wind instrument. We learn to play the basic notes and then combine them in innumerable ways for different effects. So let's see what the combination of 7 factors can do for us, both on the cushion and off in our daily life. The suttas say that these wholesome qualities are inner treasures, worths. Each factor is a jewel that moves us in the direction of less suffering and more ease of well-being. And perhaps it is for this reason that they are also considered protective. They have the ability to protect us, to protect our hearts and our minds from sinking under the weight of our own inner and outer dramas and stress. They can help us understand what is happening and give us multiple ways of working effectively with the stress of the moment. This is quite practical, to have ways of working more effectively with the upsets, both on and off the cushion. And as these qualities come into play more often, we suffer less. They themselves become a wholesome, natural barrier to the stress of life. In particular, when I first began to practice, I frequently got caught up in afflictive emotions. That was my thing. The breath wasn't a strong enough anchor for me to work with the emotional mind. But I found two of the Buddha's lists, to be extremely helpful for working with afflictive mind states. The Brahmaviharas, which we've previously covered in the daily sit. They are loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. There it is again, equanimity. And the second list was the 7 factors of awakening. Each factor in each of these lists is its own unique antidote for an afflictive emotion. That's good to know. That's really good to know. Because an afflictive emotion doesn't just distress the mind. It affects the whole system, the body and its breathing, the mood inside as the heart reacts to the distressing experience, as well as the distress of the mind. And different types of afflictions create different types of distress or dysregulation in the body and in the mind. The awakening factors, and the Brahmaviharas too, offer ways of restabilizing ourselves. And we can benefit from noticing and developing these wholesome qualities in order to work more effectively with the unwholesome ones. Take any block of time, take a few hours of time. And within that period of time, we will inevitably get hungry, get thirsty, tired, cranky, disappointed, upset. The mind will wander away into a daydream or kind of go and worry about something that happened already. I mean, this is what it is to be human. So it behooves us to make use of factors that alone together can restore and maintain balance of the system, to regulate the energies, not too much, not too little, but just right, to keep the system and the mind bright and clear as opposed to stressed and confused. So here's a few examples with the 7 factors. Combining them, we can combine investigation, effort, and joy, or we can use them individually as energizing and balancing qualities to brighten and balance the system when the system's out of whack, or when the energy is low or dull. Investigation, effort, and joy energize the system. They bring energy up. And there are 3 factors that alone and together calm the system. That would be tranquility or relaxation or calm, concentration, and equanimity. Those 3 factors quiet the system down. So they're good to know when we're amped up. How do we calm the agitation and restlessness? And then finally, the 7th factor, mindfulness. Mindfulness itself is always considered a balancing factor. It's considered the great balancer, because the clear recognition of being out of balance, mindfulness, noticing that something is out of balance, helps us re-engage other factors that bring balance into play again. So this is what we're going to be playing with over these next few months. We're going to be playing with these factors. Let's get to know them better. Let's learn how to bring them forward. Let's learn how to make use of them in our efforts to let go of stress as much as is possible and to feel more into ease of well-being. Each month, we'll work with one quality in particular and explore what it does for us in daily life and on the cushion. And as usual, I do like to suggest post-it notes. For me, they're a great help when I'm trying to remember, like play with lists or whatever, remember a factor, a quality of mind. So you might just begin to, like, as we begin to talk about each factor, just put that word on a post-it note and post that note somewhere visible. And every time you walk by it, just see if you can sort of flash on what that means for you. We can do this. It's for our welfare to begin to learn how to let go of the afflictive mind states and come back into balance. It's for our welfare to do that and for the welfare of all that we encounter. All right? So thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you. And let's let go of the words. Let's bring our kind eyes to these bodies and open them up. See what tension we can let go of, what tightness we can free up. Maybe stretch the vertical axis long by reaching the arms up and reaching from side to side. Breath and movement release tension in the body. Maybe place one hand on the opposite thigh and twist over and take a stretch and a nice full inhalation, nice full exhalation in that on that side of the stretch, that side of the body. And then turn over to the other side and do the same. Come back to center and maybe wobble the head around, roll it around, soften the tension of the neck and the head. Maybe close the eyes and maybe rock the upper body around atop the lower body and let it feel into something that feels a little more steady and comfortable, balanced. And dropping out of the thought stream and feeling right into the next breath and feeling the breath as it moves in on the inhalation, opening up the interior. And as it moves down and softens and settles on the exhalation. Keep inviting attention out of the mind and keeping it in the body and feeling into a quality of warmth inside. Warmth, tenderness, care, kindness. As if tasked with watching over the experience of well-being. And for the next little while, let's form the intention to do just that. To keep letting go of stress and feeling into ease of well-being. with kind eyes, letting go of stress, feeling back into ease of well being. Now, in the last few minutes of the meditation, let go of the instruction and settle on back. Feel into just a receptive posture. Feel how you're already being held up by Mother Earth and that there's enough room around you to just simply be as you are. Let the moment hold you. Now drop into the awareness of all of us sitting here with you and you sitting here with us. Having created the conditions to let go of stress and feel as comfortable as we can, let's appreciate our alone and together presence. A field of goodwill.